What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to talk about Mark Hamill's latest comments and how I think that he is indirectly speaking for the Star Wars fans that are so extremely upset with everything going on at Lucasfilm right now. Before we get started, she's back by popular demand. My little girl Leia. I'm sorry. She's back, so everybody is asking for her. And I know she's responsible for around 85% of my subscribers. And so she will be handsomely rewarded for that. But she's kind of sleepy right now. But anyway, alright, let's get into this article from comicbook.com. The pop-up site. My God, I'm trying to read this article and it's just pop-up after pop-up after pop-up. And like, Jesus Christ, let me read the damn article. The title of the article is Mark Hamill doesn't care anymore about returning to Star Wars. And there are some things that he shared that really resonated with me. And I want to be clear, he's coming from a place of losing a personal friend, a friend that he has had for decades in Carrie Fisher. And so I don't want to I'm not trying to twist his words or the meaning behind his words. I'm just going to tell you what he said, then I'll give you my interpretation of what he said. So the article says, one of the most exciting developments about the Star Wars sequel trilogy has been seeing our favorite characters reunite after decades apart. Sadly, the passing of Carrie Fisher and the demise of Harrison Ford's Han Solo prevents the original trio from reappearing in the upcoming Episode 9, with star Mark Hamill having no interest in returning to the series, with those reunion opportunities no longer possible. And here's the quote from Mark. "It really has tarnished my ability to enjoy it to the fullest," Hamill shared with ABC News of Fisher's passing. "You were asking earlier, are you going to come back? I don't care anymore on that level. Because Han Solo is gone, Luke is gone. You just don't get the band back together the way you wanted it to be. And it shouldn't be that way. It is what it is. Rather than be sorry that we can't have more of her, I'm just grateful that we had the time we had with her." And that's the end of the quote. And so I really, just based on, especially the video I made yesterday, where I was talking about my feelings coming out of The Force Awakens and how happy and enthusiastic I was as a Star Wars fan, and how my mind was just racing with possibilities of what could happen, and now how I am now after The Last Jedi. His quotes are eerily similar to my thoughts. It really has tarnished my ability to enjoy it to the fullest. To me, that you could take that quote from Hamill and you could let me repeat it and talking about the post The Last Jedi. He said, I don't care anymore on that level because Han Solo is gone, Luke is gone, and obviously Leia's gone. It's like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Back in 2012, when it was announced that Disney bought Lucasfilm, how did we get to this point where, like, it's unbelievable that we've gotten to this point where it's so bad. And it's almost hard to imagine that it's so bad. What I really get aggravated about is these people that want to claim that us fans don't like The Last Jedi because our theories didn't work out and all that nonsense. And you know what you can do with that is you can shove it. Because I went into The Force Awakens with plenty of theories and plenty of ideas for the things I wanted to see. One of those things that I wanted to see, obviously, which I'm pretty sure every Star Wars fan wanted to see, was we wanted to see Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo return all together and be on screen all at the same time interacting so we could see that moment that we had waited 30 years for. We all wanted it, and myself included. And when we didn't get that, I can only speak for myself. When we didn't get that, I was obviously disappointed. But from a creative standpoint, I trusted Disney. I trusted Lucasfilm. I trusted J.J. Abrams. And I trusted that, hey, they have an idea for the places they want to go with this sequel trilogy. So I'm going to take my personal feelings of what I wanted and just have faith in the creative process. Because in my mind, I felt, hey, they actually have a plan. They have an overarching plan for this trilogy, the sequel trilogy. There's a reason Kylo Ren had to murder Han Solo. Because it's got to get Kylo to where they need him to go. There's a reason why Rey is good at everything. And we're going to find that out. There's a reason why we didn't see Luke Skywalker say a word in The Force Awakens. Go ahead, honey. There's a reason why we didn't see any of these things. And I had faith in the creative process. And they failed. They failed me, and they failed many of you with The Last Jedi. Now, I understand a lot of you didn't like the Force Awakens, and I completely understand that. I'm just giving you my version of it. And in my version, I felt that all of the decisions that were made in The Force Awakens, everything would be okay once Episode 8 gave us a little more insight into those stories. Clearly, that did not happen. And so, Mark's words just hit me hard, and they really speak to what I am going through as a Star Wars fan, and I think that they speak to most of you. I'm going to repeat it one more time, and I just want you to say this to yourself about the current state of Lucasfilm. I'm not saying that's what Mark Hamill is saying, because Mark Hamill is speaking on a personal level about a loss of a personal friend, and in no way, shape, or form am I trying to twist that into meaning anything other than what he meant. But I'm saying for us, we can take his words and we can apply them to our own feelings on things. So I'm going to repeat it one more time. It really has tarnished my ability to enjoy it to the fullest. I don't care anymore on that level because Han Solo is gone. Luke is gone. You just can't get the band back together the way you wanted it to be. And it shouldn't be that way. It is what it is. I mean, tell me the majority of you don't feel that way. So yeah, it sucks, but I feel like Mark is indirectly speaking to the Star Wars fans and for the Star Wars fans. And this is why, even if we disagree with Mark on certain things or other issues, at the end of the day, my favorite saying, according to you guys, at the end of the day, this is why Mark Hamill is the most beloved, one of the most beloved people in movie history, because he understands where we, the fans, stand on everything, and he feels our pain. So whether he meant it that way or not, I'm going to take it that way. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate it very much. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.